Hey YouTubers, so this evening I'm going to show you a little bit about a program called PyCharm. It's used to build and deploy Python scripts to your network devices. I'm going to start out with something very straightforward, very basic, and that is taking a banner and even an ASIC graphic in that banner and pushing it to an ISR 4431. So here on my screen, what you'll see in the background is the actual PyCharm program. I'm running it from a remote desktop Windows box. And then on the bottom right here, what you'll find is the actual ISR 4431. Okay, so this is super simple, guys. The programmability and the network automation that comes with Python is absolutely groundbreaking. Python's been around for quite some time. But it is more and more becoming a requirement as a network engineer, even junior level engineers. So looking from the top down, you can tell here that I am using NetMiko. My first really statement is defining the device itself, the IP address, the username and password, and then what kind of iOS or what kind of code is this device using, and I've defined it as Cisco iOS, okay? And as you move down here, you will see the device list. I'm defining the router above, and then I'm actually defining the router and the list that router is going to be in. From there, once I start my Python script, it's going to display connecting to the device, and the device is in the device list. So it's all nested. If you walk through it from top down, it's going to make a lot of sense. Net connect handler, that's just connecting to the device. And the first step I always like to do when I'm building a banner is remove the old banner if it exists, okay? And then this is where things get a little complicated, but again, you read through it, you will be able to make some sense out of it, okay? This particular variable here, login equals, is the variable that I'm going to utilize and then announce. So if we skip down here, and we look at, let's see here, login in the parentheses. To the left here, you can see the variable that I built, and that's config string. Okay, and that config string equals banner login because I'm building a login banner. And then I'm telling it to go and look at the parameters or the details that are set in the login variable that I set above here. Okay, so it's kind of like a pointer. Then from there, once all that's defined, I'm going to execute a net connect config set. It's going to run the config string. I'm going to remove the login banner because I want to move the old one, and then command verify. This is important where if you are sending a ton of text through a Python script, Python at some point is going to time out if it goes through a verification. I believe it's 15 seconds. So if you've got a very long banner, which prior to this I had a huge banner for like a DoD system, it would time out, and I stumbled across this particular parameter, this command, and it helped with the Python PyCharm program not timing out. Okay, so what I also like to highlight here is the actual ASIC or graphic, and I used my YouTube name, which is Phoenix Network Junkie. And basically what you'll see there is the actual, the graphic will show up. So depending on what type of customer you have, or if it's just a lab at your house, they may or may not want you to put their name in the login banner or the message of the day banner or the executive banner. And that's because they don't want to reveal who they are if somebody happens to be at the front door of their devices and try to get in. For some companies, they like it because then there's no excuses. You see the banner, and whoever that bad actor may be, they know without a doubt that belongs to that company, so there's no disputes. There's no ignorance there, okay? So once I have built the script in PyCharm, I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to run change banner, okay? And then this panel actually comes up, and it shows you real-time as it's executing that command. If it fails, you will get a failure, and it'll actually tell you where to look and how to fix it. Sometimes it's not 100% clear, especially if you're a junior or beginner. You have to take that error code, that failure, and go out to the internet and look for it. GitHub is a great resource, a great repository for correct commands and syntax. But in this case, it was successful. Now I'm going to go to my router. And I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this session. I'm using PuTTY here. I'm going to log in. And there you go. I've got my banner. My banner is built by Python scripting. And then I've got my ASIC actual graphic there that shows that it's a device. Okay. So quick video. Hope this video was informative for you. If you have any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat box below. Subscribe, hit notifications, and please like the video. Until next time, thanks.